Hello and welcome everyone, and we're back in blue. It is the EPL America's 8th season, and we're gonna start it off slow. We're gonna start it off nice and smooth with just one single best of three today. Tomorrow there will be three matches in a row, but for today we're just gonna have the one, and that will be a good one because Galorys is back in our competition. Detroit J, Hoax, Ninjas Koala, and Hop. Koala, even in the previous season, was one of the better performers from this team. He really played well. Was excited to see Galleries pretty much just took all some free agents. Or they came from Filios de Dios. That's exactly it. The team of Dios. Of course, Dios, the name of the coach. Yawara. This is a very new roster, or at least a newer roster, with Ritz making his return after being out of the team for around 3 months. Don't quote me on that. It's been for about about that amount of time. Um, this team not in the Americas, or in the South Americas, what you call it, Challenger League series. Um, Galleries are, of course, so Galleries will start off on Nuke. Ancient will be up next, and then as a final one, it shall be Anubis. Um, interesting enough, Galleries actually are in pretty good shape. A lot of their normal tournament days are interrupted with days where they play 6 maps total, 3 total matches. It said the red needs. No one saw that except for me. But we have Galleries who are at the bottom, but are possibly able to get the playoffs for the next EPL, for the next ESL Pro League season. Yawara aren't there yet, looking for promotion into that Challenger League, which, by the way, things have been going for this team in the recent sort of 2 months, right? Starting to get bigger and bigger opposition. This shall be a good test of their skill, as they will allow Galleries to trot on down to the bottom side. Joe is at the bottom here, long range. P2K eventually finds the bomb carrier, so just a bit of a significant delay. Stacks with one more. Looking good here for Yawara, as Galleries have been very open in these fights, not really respecting the angles. Yeah, but Detroit is gonna be all alone. Door will be open, but he can't get to the bomb. There's even a kit. Too many bodies. That will be round number 1 for the CTs. For the, in my opinion, pretty big underdogs in this series. As we do enter another tech pause, because why not? It gives me time to drink my smoothie. Got the, what is it? Strawberry banana apple smoothie. It's really damn good. So yeah, we're vibing. Hopefully this tech pause isn't taking too long. The previous tech pause we had was Ritz's power going out, which is pretty significant issue. Hopefully should be able to get going anytime soon. Now, unaware of what the issue is, but I can fill the time here. Nuke on HLTV, at least not played yet by Yawara. Although their ancient pick is a pretty educated one, as Yawara 2 months ago managed to beat Kase or case on the road to the Jonkoping qualifiers. They then got wrecked against Intense, yes, but it's also not the greatest of maps for Galorys. We wanted to get the sort of gamble of Mirage out of the veto, so they blocked that off. Nuke and Inferno, pretty much their best maps, especially Inferno for Galorys, who have lost some best of ones. Have won some, of course, as I said. They managed to beat Fluxo 2-1 4 weeks ago. Fluxo, at this point, sitting at the top of that Challenger League that we were talking about. Same thing as Sharks. They're also a bit higher in there. They also managed to get pretty close results against MIBR. They beat Bestia, right? They've been performing decently, right? Especially against Fluxo, which they probably just have a playstyle matchup against. They've been looking really damn good against those. Of course, we got some transfer news. With Knock and Jacob moving to Bleed. Dexter, the heroic. So, should be able to get going soon. I received a call that's not going to be longer than a minute from now. Is Sampayot TKD. Well, he's the first chatter of today. Well, together with some others wanting to know which map we were going to play. But we're vibing. There's a lot of Brazilian CS live at the moment, which is good to see. I've said it before, but I really think that the Brazilian scene is somewhat recovering from a bit of a lull that they had. Mostly because they're building from the ground up. Right, you see suddenly a lot of Brazilian teams starting to really improve bit by bit. Are they improving in a way like the tier 2 in NA or in the Americas? Right? Are they improving fast enough to be able to challenge the tier 2 of Europe soon enough? No, probably not. But the improvements are there. Like, there is more players coming in and younger players, and there are some talents, and there's a couple more eyes on the talents. And props to tournaments that, well, we have it as well, but tournaments that do mix the teams in. Of course, it's very difficult to do in online tournaments, but that's why we need the tier 2 lands. We need them back. People invest in it. We need them back. We don't need another pro league where the first half of the tournament is a tier 2 tournament. We need the dream hacks of the world to return. Stacks. Just found one player from Garage. Scout is trying to trade upon him. Already got the one tag, so he is low, but ramp's gonna be open for Galorys. There might be an opportunity here of Joe. Doesn't get much done. Lobs a nade. The sound cue is there, and no one gets a kill. Smoke booms back, and now all of a sudden 2 kills from the T side. We're trying to go through the smoke. Galorys holding on to the bomb site nicely, not losing anyone else. After that opening pick, can Detroit J close range with the scout? Can he do something? Well, he can tag one more. This is looking like a save, but Detroit J. I saw a no-scope happening there. I don't know if you guys saw it coming, but I saw the no-scope happening. As T side also will clean the CT side up, so that is a good T side win already. Of course, your Brazilian guys are in luck today. There's a lot of Brazilian CS today. Galorys will have a game later this evening in about 5 hours. It's supposed to start. Actually don't know where the game was, but yeah, they do have another game. I think it's CBCS, the tournament. The Galorys playing a lot of CS, and now just the vent brush. Alrighty, get in there. Detroit J. There's the force buy from the CTs. Obviously, is Stacks. That's been pretty accurate in finding these first few frags. And how did they go from Zhao? So finding one more Stacks. What a reset of the aim. Zhao now with the picked up AK finds his second. And the B bomb side defense is delivering. Hoax. Oh, you better believe it. Because he's in a 1v2. And this would be the start of a pretty rough back and forth battle. He's within one bullet of death of the scout, but Lash, he overflicks. It's Zhao under pressure now, but the bomb is down. Zhao peeks out wide and gets the kill. What a round. Those deagle shots were crispy. Oof. Full house for Zhao and Stacks, who have been defending the bottom bomb site. Stacks now, standing at the edge of the vent. Knows how powerful those deagles can be. But, decides to cover the outside. Lash gave him the info. And if this continues to be back and forth, which I don't think it will, unless Detroit J can really pull something off here with that single AK, it's gonna send him first towards the double ramp stack. Well, that's a good 1-2 from the CT as well. Make that a 1-2-3. And Hoax is all alone. So Yawara keeping it very clean and around like this, especially on the CT side. Problems that you can run into when these games are so back and forth. For example, if Galorys had won this round again. Back and forth CS pretty much never favors the CTs. Very rarely do you see it happening. But yeah, pretty much in zero of the opportunities. Hopes try to get the bomb plant. Stacks was waiting on the man. So yeah, I like it. We got a slow day to kick it off. I was ready for 2 games, but we take it slow. Just the Glocks now. Should be going obvious. Let's see how long Galorys will. Okay, the mowdown's there. Let's see how long Galorys will try and continue going for the. Going for the bottom bomb side, because in pretty much every single round they have been going for that. Oh, now it's outside. Yawara are gonna go aggressive on the outside. That's already ninjas. Oh, before able to do anything in return, and Brits doubles up. What a nice play from Yawara. Of course, this is a team that most viewers, and me included, haven't seen play yet. So it's all open for us. And even though they might, later in this best of 3 or later in this map, might lose some aim battles, the plans are there. It's looking really solid. Koala finds Perez. He's solo exiting A. Drops down, is able to cover one angle. Stacks again, needs to do a lot here. Zhao. That's Zhao actually close. Misread that. Detroit finds Stacks on the flank. Now Koala starting to get close. A good angle here. Up finding one. Lash in return. 2 versus 2 now still. Now Galorys have the upper hand. Lash, he is stuck in this position, and Ritz on low HP. Got the great start already. Would have found a back turn from Detroit J, but might still find the kill. Well, before the bomb takes him out. So Galorys, that's a good mid-round recovery. Koala taking matters into his own hands, walking out of A. Timeout called by Yawara, which is actually a pretty good decision, as they did get a great start at around 3v5, 5v3 in their advantage. But following that, we sort of ended up in quite the awkward situation with Koala just running through middle. So Yawara really make their way in. Stacks on a bit of a wide swing. As Zhao's been performing really well thus far. He's been winning a lot of his duels, as Lash on the glass cannon. It's looking, he's gonna get a bit of a busy day. D-side up, also out. Flashes up, reveals himself. Where's a flash thrown in? Molotov as well. Koala hurt in the fight over towards Secret. Again, he's on the lurk, but with 20 HP, lurking isn't really something that you're most comfortable in. Another checkpoint for Galorys. From here, they can move on once more. Zhao, he is in the back of the bomb site. The door's open this way. Might suggest that. Not spotted by Hap. Zhao, he gets a freebie. Trade from the AWPs there. CTs. Able to move back in. That's one more kill from Hap. We are at the top bomb site. The CTs now have to run in. Ritz cannot die just yet. Squeeze the door the other way, and Detroit J not ready for that move. It's a 1 versus 3 now for Koala, and the retake from Yawara is there. And That's mostly on Ritz, who does very well to exit out of the door. Detroit, I have a feeling he's just simply not fully ready for the door to open again. Into his face. Start of a new round, and the economy being kept up nicely by the boys of Yawara, who already get 2 more frags. Right as Stacks moves aggressive on outside again. Jeez, that side position has really been for them. It's now Detroit and Koala. 2 more shots. Okay, well, there you go. Perez taking his 3rd. I missed that for a bit. Excuse me there. As Yawara are keeping up quite nicely. Galorys just on 2, now on the Eagles. And the Glocks. We shouldn't see all too much happening here. Stacks is a Portuguese flag, but it's a very Dutch last name, which is interesting. So it's Portuguese. It's playing in South America with a very Dutch name or German name. But, yeah. Oh wow, Ritz! What a flick! Great flick up. And now Perez finds the confidence to peek into these deagles, and should be more than enough. Galorys have sort of seemed to lose their oomph, right? The power of their side takes has not really been in there. Galorys are really slowing it down while it's working out this time. Hoax with 1, but then Ritz and Zhao again aggressive from Yawara. This CT side, it's looking great. Ninjas trying to fight back again, and with 2, that A bomb site might be vulnerable. Yet again, they drop through lower.
Bomb has been planted.
Hoax. Ready to go defend from the other side, but Yawara don't even want to challenge. They have the lead, 7-2. They don't want to lose their op and their AK. It's going to be Galorys that will pick up another deficit round. It's happened multiple times now. Let's see, Galorys. He's taking a third. Could salvage this half if they are ready for the pushes, but been very dynamic, and I think Stacks decided to fall back there as smoke from his own teammate hit him. Lash, good position behind the staircase. Trying to cross before the smokes bloom. Detroit J. Still continuing on. Yeah, fun to see how Galorys try to change it up, but Yawara, I mean, sort of structurally, this has been a super solid CT half. I can't really complain, even if they lose these last 2. That doesn't take away from the fact that position-wise, decision-wise, right? Aggressive on the CT side, making those pushes and timing those pushes magnificently. Just help them out. It's going to be a difficult side to hold, though. As Ninjas coming in. There's a 3v3. The 3v1 on the bomb side. Hap on 4 HP does win the fight. Ash waiting for him to peek out. Keeping it a 2v2. I'm not aware if they know that. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's a Miss Molotov. Lash is going to be on his own. Oh, no, needs to reload his AWP. Loses HP on the drop down. But both players are super low. 6 and 8 HP, but he needs to hit 2. One more. And it's not happening. Lash, low HP. The clock from Koala. It's that classic South America chaos that we sometimes get here in EPL. And it is Galorys eventually pulling it over the line, which, in the way this round has gone, I think was deserved. But yeah, just slight inaccuracies there for the Galorys. Alright, they missed the molly, and it took a while to check all behind, but that was Yawara's doing, right? They've been so aggressive that even if you get the bomb site, Galorys instantly had to check behind him. As Zhao, again, look at this. Again, they're on lobby. And again, it's a 3v5. Galorys, of course, have been winning these rounds, so don't count them out just yet. There's the Troy J. He's back 1 kill. More to follow as Oaks try to make his way in. Yawara have gone, of course, for the fullest of investments, as much as they could get. And oh wow, through heaven. Galorys, finally some more creativity on the T side. It's been a bit one-sided, but this is gonna be the... Jeez, from the 5 rounds they've won, I mean 3 or 4 have been in a deficit situation. This one is the most likely that they were able to come back, as of course the lighter weapons on Yawara do facilitate it, as Ninjas gets the final 1. And Galorys get 5. See, people calling this a throw in chat, it's very short-sighted in my opinion, as... Well, I said this before, and people might not have been watching, but Galorys is an ESL Challenger League. They've been in their last season. They are able to contend with the top few teams in that Challenger League, right? Especially against Fluxo, the playstyle matches up well for them. They've been able to really make them vulnerable. So in terms of raw aim, we are looking at a bit of a lopsided match, right? Or like not necessarily raw aim, but more so individual decision making. The team decision making from Yawara on that CTF, it was on point, right? They played it really well, kept control, but yeah, at some point you start losing those fights, those 1v1s, right? There's that still remain a bit. They get back in. And then instantly after that entire story, someone says these guys throwing or what? Yeah, well, it's Twitch chat, isn't it, guys? I love you all. Perez and Hoax trading kills, Ritz and Stacks suddenly. Oh, the A-bomb side starting to become vulnerable, and Yawara against Sharp and the pistol. Galorys haven't been winning these, and not for lack of trying. Yawara just... they've tried better. Maybe. 1v3 from Ninjas. No armor. He does have a defuse kit. Ritz takes him down. As expected. You listen to my whole spiel just to say that. That's fair. Oh, that's great. Yeah. It's been an enjoyable game. It's been a fun game. Of course, there's not a lot on the line yet, right? It's the first game of the group stage. We do have somewhat of a seeding system. It's not based on anything, or well, it's just based on overall judgment. It's not exact numbers that we seed with. I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know how we seed, but if it were exact numbers, I have a feeling that would have been mentioned somewhere. But of course, for especially like tier 2, tier 3 CS, right? It's so much how informed a team is that decides how strong they are going to be in that one tournament. Fluctuates a lot, which, hey, it happens. Now, over the edge. Yeah, now just against the USPs. So if you're watching tier 2 CS, tier 3 CS, and you're thinking, geez, why? What is the next good upcoming team or next good upcoming player? And that would be the one that shows consistency. If you are consistently being amazing for your team and for at that level important games, then yeah, you're gonna be winning. You're gonna be winning a lot. You're gonna move up to tier 2, tier 1. Of course, Jimmy Jimbat was in that circuit already with the Mouse NXT roster, but the difference between, for example, him and his teammate QQ that went to the Apex Academy, played with OG for a bit. Oh no, that was Nexius. Yeah, Nexius, of course, was very consistent. Not as much as Jimmy. So Nexius gets his chances at OG, where he's performing really well. For example, Jimmy, right? He's just ridiculous. So many moments, 1v3s, where it just gets shit done. And that's how you suddenly see, oh hey, look at that. Another good example, Donk, Magnuyes, guys like that. So if you're looking, even if you're just betting, right? Even if you're just betting, it might be fun, like as extra entertainment in between to keep your eyes on those possible players. Snow in the Brazilian scene now is performing really well. Davideus been in there for a bit longer, not necessarily a young talent, but he has shown big improved consistency. So yeah, something to keep an eye on. I like that. I like that for. I like that from CS. What were the odds? 3-0 for Mouse. Times 16? Jeez. Bookies had zero faith then. Yeah. Mouse the goats. The fight on ramp starts happening. Of course, we're back into the gun rounds finally. We had a bit of a timeout and, of course, the full eco. There's Stacks. It's run by Detroit J, who finds another Yawara. They really wanted to rep hell on heaven here. Now you need to win these fights. Lash does win it, but with 1 HP left. Resna also 1 bullet away from death. That's a great peek. And now 2 players stuck in the vent. Ritz. Oh, Koala with a move out. Can he maybe fight this? Nate flies over. He has the HP advantage and the position advantage. I understand the play Perez goes for with the util, but it reveals so much of your position that Koala had no questions unanswered. Good focus on his target. And that is going to be Galorys on 6. It's already the opening. Oh, straight through the smoke from Hoax. Maybe it was over the top. No, that was just straight through. And without a smoke, they crossed. Chow. Accurate on Detroit J. Jonathan has really been performing well, but then Ninja sidesteps him. And what another shot from Hope's Galleries. Hitting their stride and not too unexpected. Yeah, it's not too surprising, of course. Looking at, of course, it being Galorys map pick and the dynamic between these two teams. Not a whole lot more of, Brazilian and South American CS. Even some NACS. There's a hoax. Oh, nice taps. Gets his KD to positive with 4 kills in the eco. This is actually interesting to see, by the way. Currently, Fluxo, one of the better teams in Brazil, if we are to believe the accuracy of Challenger League, playing against Hype, which are now in OT. On been a lopsided first map there, but it's fun to see because Hype, of course, we are gonna get them in our tournament as well. With Malby in there. Malby for me there is the most notable name. Not necessarily the most notable, actually, but for me the most recognizable. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to see, as that is the other group match in Group A. That is probably the reason why the match got moved. Kase and Hype are also in this group. Stacks finding another opener. Galorys not being as aggressive on outside this time, but it's not working out from Hoax. Yawara go very slowly. Detroit J. Some of these footsteps can be right behind. The flip through the smoke. Zhao hears it, but Detroit J won't stop. Them faces 2. Together with Ninjas. 2 versus 3. Galorys have Ninjas still fighting. Ritz, what a shot on a retreat from Ninjas. And Koala, previously a 1v1, now a 1v2. His position unknown. Now it is known. Difficult angle to enter from. Voila, let's see what he can do. Flash is there. He's waiting for Ritz to peek, but he won't. He will trade. Koala has his aim sorted. Oh, Koala! The 1v2. More than enough time to find the bomb. And he lets those blocks fall, calculated like Tetris. And it all fits. Koala. Another good clutch, and keeping Galorys. Keeping the calories up. Bulking, you know, calories, eh? I did have a lot of calories today. As I had bacon in my pasta sauce, you know. 2 portions. I was hungry. Of course, for Galorys, also a bit of an unknown. Playing against this Yawara team, usually in the smaller scenes. You get those types of situations where you're playing against each other, not like very often. You're playing against the same teams, so you often get used to it. But if new teams sort of enter these tournaments, 2 opening picks already. There are some rifles still left for Yawara. Galorys managed to be threatening in a lot of these rounds. Yawara want to continue their sort of slow T-side approach. As with how sort of inactive Yawara are currently, I'm expecting a save. Which is, yeah, it's fine. They don't have the confidence to go for these 3v5s. Galorys in the first half absolutely did have that confidence, which is why they won a couple of rounds.
Counter-terrorists win.
Ooh, there are some wall bangs. They know where they're at. Galorys take the lead. As around outside, Yawara will try and go for another attempt. Stacks. Try his opportunity outside of smoke. Throws a molly. Costs about 55 HP to get that Molotov out. He's gonna decide to stay back and lurk. Ninjas. Ooh, can he support? Oh no, that was Ninjas. Ninjas is his own support. I misread the minimap there. He's now jumping up. Very strong angle to get your information. Happy. Or Hap. And the first Ninjas with one more. And again, Yawara's attack's been halted. They really haven't gotten their T side up to par just yet. Whereas how strong their CT side was in terms of the setups and the planning and the activities, it's on the T side where every time they go one player down, it's sort of the plan falling apart with it. And they're absolutely not the only team. We've seen this in Europe as well in our second division season. Koala now finds 2 as they line up for him. Koala getting himself a triple kill with that AK. Looking good. 1-2 clutches. Now gets himself the triple. Puts his team up to 11 rounds, I think it is. Or 12. Am I blind? Probably. I cannot count. Numbers and casting is very difficult. Yes, 11. I was correct. Detroit J. Call him delivery man. Ninjas and hop with 2. And even though the Molotovs are down in the smokes, it looked kind of decent, but they all get stopped. No power, flashbang or 2 too little. Maybe a nade or 2 missing, and it's gonna be Galorys on 12, their CT side. Just a bit better, and especially their T side, right? It's what I said. In terms of setup, Yawara can play as good as they want here on Nuke, but the fact that Galorys sort of have that aim confidence made them win those 1v2s, made them win those, I think it was 2 3v5s, 1 4v5. Those types of situations, they will fall in Galorys' favor, especially on their map pick. Let's see if Yawara has some bite left in him. Zhao, of course, he's going to be the one to show his teeth. Perez with 1 more stacks. Has to be a bit careful. He's been pretty ineffective on the T side thus far. was very strong on the CT side. A 3v5. Now it's understandable that Yawara are slowing down, but it's nothing new for Galorys at this point. They know every time the mid round has been fastly silent from the T side. Some extra util gets thrown. One molly to the back of the bombs at Ninjas. Even though he's flashed, this is still a great position in the flash phase. It's the dink on the dropping down player. Ninjas right in the middle. That's ambitious. But now they funnel into Detroit, and Ninjas might have done enough with that one opening kill at the top of Vent. Yawara, they ran into the trap. And this might be it, because with 25 seconds, they need to get the round down. Hopefully, we can get back to the screen. But I can't see what's happening now. I can open HLTV. Wait. I'll do the radio cast. It's a 2v1 now. Zhao on his own as Perez got taken down right before it. The M4s, they are spraying. As there it is. Detroit J with the picked up Tech 9 gets the final frag, and they run indeed right into the trap. It is Galorys that will take the game on Nuke 13-9. As it's me again. As we had a slight move from the slight error on the camera. Hey, it can happen. It's the third 5v3. Galorys, the aim is just a bit too strong, and it's normal in a game like this where one team obviously is the better team in terms of aim, in terms of mid-round choices, mid-round decisions, and all that package. Yawara, I want to give him the props that they deserve for how well they played their CT side. Even though they lost some man or double man up situations, yes, that is supposed to happen, or not necessarily supposed to, but it's very likely to happen when you're playing against a team like Galorys as their team. So yeah, it's good to see that they actually show up with that. Of course, losing those rounds, that is something that you should have to learn from. It felt like they were scared in those situations where they had to man up, right? It's in such a situation, right? There was a bit of a disconnect with the flashbang going to the top side. If we take the last round, for example, they throw the flashbang towards the top side. Ninjas doesn't really get flashed, gets the first kill, and then there's really no follow-up. If you throw that flashbang, if you burst out with 3, Ninjas is not getting more than 1. Like, that one kill was his maximum. Then they all start to like redirect towards Vent. Ninjas gets a great shot on the dink, and then the op's ready. So yeah, it's those types of decisions where a sort of newer together team, right? Riz has been back for less than a month now, I think. The core has been together for eight months, but they haven't played much in that time. Now they're starting to back up again. They're gonna go to their map pick. It's gonna be Ancient. It has been a difficult map from Galorys, but guess we'll have to wait and see. It still says Red Canines at the bottom. That is, of course, untrue. It is Yawara, and we'll see them back on Ancient. See you guys there. Welcome, welcome, welcome! Map number 2. Yes, we enter map number 2. Of course, the map pick of Yawara. Yawara with a very good CT side on Nuke. Having some struggles though in the mid rounds, and also having some struggles when they themselves moved on to the T side. Now they start on the T side. Let's see what they can do. Straight through middle. Oh, I love this. Koala already with the opener though, as Galorys had gone aggressive. Hap with one more. So Yawara are making the moves, but on all other positions on the map, we have Galorys winning their gunfight. So it's a 4v2. The bomb side Hap on the ramp. Those dual dualies are doing some good work. And we have Lash on his own. He does have the P250, showing that one-shot headshot range off. Let's see if we can get something done. Anything more. There's one tap, but he's trying to bait out these fights. Galorys not giving him anything. Going for the jiggle. That's like another good second frag, but it's not meant to be. No bomb plant available either. The bomb was dropped very deep into the bomb site. You have Galorys picking up the first. Galorys, one of their worst maps. Ancient, they've played it a lot. 21 maps played on this map. Can't imagine they've picked it off themselves. As they've been struggling on this map. We got the full eco now, so yeah, just a bit of a whatever. Yawara has played this twice at an HLTV level. One victory, one defeat. The victory actually was 2 months ago against Case. Voila, racking him up, getting the 4K. Nice stat padding as they all feed into his rifle. Detroit J is still there with the XM. Was hoping to get some good cash, but too far away. I really need like a moving desk, like a desk where you can adjust the height difference. I'd love to cast it standing up, but simply impossible with my current setup. The AKs are out now. A bit spread out. Yawara again going through middle. I like that. I like it. Koala is gonna be the one watching it though, and he's gonna catch stacks. As it's another widescreen Koala. We didn't see it, but on the minimap it was visible. Twice winning that fight. Slowly moving away now. Here's Yawara, and this just feels like a save again. Your T-side strat book's just not deep enough. And it's interesting to see, right? There's the average age of this team is just above 20 years old, which is still quite young. And of course, they haven't consistently been playing at the level that the Galorys have. Galorys pretty much yeah, in most tournaments, playing against the sort of top end of the South American scene. Hap, I'm gonna be clearing this out. Ooh, if Hap even gets one kill here, it could be devastating. Perez will save it and give the spray. All right, so yeah, that Challenger League play that they're getting in, right, playing against teams like Solid, Case, MIBR, Fluxo, Sharks, Pain, Bestia, just a lot of teams. Corinthians, Red Canids, Odic, right? It's all sort of in that local scene, the better teams. Galleries are sitting just at the edge of the top 10. Let me actually get that fully accurate as Hoax finds the kill through. On Stacks moving through the smoke. That 9 tries to open up. It's Fritz that it will eventually get the kill. That Molotov leaving Hat just with a bit of room to work with. Zhao with the Tech 9. One more kill. 3 versus 4. The FAMAS connects, but not fully. And it has been a bit of an awkward fight from Galorys as Yawara decided to go for a differing approach, which is just bolt into the bomb side, and Galorys not seeming to fancy this retake.
Terrorists win.
If we look at the top 50, we can check all, actually. There we go. Galleries currently sitting just behind Sharks in the Brazilian ranking. That is... Let me check. Sitting in 14th, 15th position in the world. Let's count that out real quick. Hopes. Ooh, through the smoke. Unable to finish off Stacks. Just run away himself. Koala with that nade. Able to find something, but pressure from Ninjas and Zhao. Stuck in the open. Koala with a great peek through. But Yawara seems to be holding on nicely in these opening fights. Galleries, of course, far from perfect on this map. Yawara currently sitting around the around Flamengo, Pain Academy, but Pain Academy just has 3 maps. That's not great in numbers. W7M, MIBR Academy, Intense, a bit below Odic. It's sort of that realm where they're sitting now. Ace is actually lower than I expected. And if you take all the teams possible, Furia female is actually at the top of the leaderboard. Same with Fluxo Demons. So, and MIBR FE is also high. So the Brazilian women's scene definitely on fire. Got the bomb plant. Detroit J though, fighting one in Donut and Hoax. This time the spray through smoke does connect, and Ritz won't win the fight. So Galleries, I think overall, yeah, they're sitting around 10th. If you take the female matches out of equation. Stacks. He has a correct idea of where Hoax is at. Goes for that spray one more time. Yes, he will. So Hoax will fall, but not before Detroit J has found Zhao. Koala, good spray transfers. Detroit J is there to support. And he's been everywhere. Our little Detroit J man. The sound of pottery crackling. And Stacks is going to be all alone. Nothing much to find. Detroit J has been very mobile. Been able to support middle. Both angles from mid. And Galorys, not too many holes in their defense just yet. Stacks sees an opportunity for a bomb plant, but the flank is coming in. Maybe if Detroit J is afraid of the fake, he is not. That's the 4K. Him and Koala now both on 1 4K. This is Perez single rifle. I was gonna call it the Hero AK, but it's the Hero Galil. The Hero on socks. One weakness that I think Yawara has not yet explored is the mid presence. The mid takes haven't. There hasn't been like a good mid take attempt in a full gun round. That might be something that they're going to be looking for in the upcoming gun round. As Hoax hasn't been invincible in that position. So, of course, Detroit J can support there, but of course, with the lighter weapons, no util. Galorys have the triple stack right here, and Detroit J, good spray control. And it's looking good. Ooh, the nice slow-mo on the shots. Gallery 6-1. I'm curious. Let's put our lenses on Yawara real quick here. Let's see. Molotov's down. A lot of mollies down. So Galleries try to prevent something from happening in Hoax. We'll find the angle. Stacks just lurking a bit too much on that elbow. He's been losing every single gunfight pretty much he's been in, especially in the openers. He's not been finding his success. Look at what Koala has done. Oh goodness, Koala's all the way behind already. Ritz unaware. Hoax isn't though. Oh, Oh, look at how fast Koala is. So Galorys not sitting, not waiting about. Showing some good movements. As Koala with the flank, only needing to get one. And that is the 7-1 scoreline, of course, with Brazilian CS. You expect a single 7-1. I am someone below my window. Someone below my window has just lit up some devil's grass by the smell of it. It's decently distracting, but we'll keep on casting. Oh, the smells. Okay, yeah, let's stay focused on CS here. It's gonna be another bout with the Tech-9s. Troy flashed. Look, that's not one. Oh, a couple of team have counter flashes. Fritz manages to burn down one, and Galorys not forced to make mistakes by Yawara. It's not like Galorys have never won this game, and of course they've looked a lot better on the CT side on the previous map as well. But this level of CS, well, yeah, it's as said, Yawara not in the Challengers League. They are even at the start here. I think they themselves were really expecting to have a giant chance of winning as that. By the way, that's a ridiculous shot from Detroit J through the smoke. He is on one, 15-2. Only 4 of those significant eco frags. The rest have been very accurate mowdowns, and this time yet again, Yawara in this gun round though. This time they are moving through. And middle again open, but never really gone for mid. Koala, beautiful off angle, and that's one more. Unable to be traded. And we're 9-1. We might have a quickie. We might have a very quick game. And then on the other end of this, of course, we will not have the second game. That's tomorrow. But yeah, if this game was going to be lopsided in either direction, it would have been lopsided toward the Galorys. And I think Yawara also sort of hoped that they would have been able to pull Nuke over the line. Of course, both pistol round victories does pad the rounds a bit. In pure gun rounds, it was Galorys that had a significant advantage. Or in the main course, CS. The starters, they were pretty much all for Yawara on Nuke. And you see what it does to this team when that is not the case. Great timing, though. Going through on A, Hoax had his back turned. And Koala wasn't there at all, but there's no util. Oh, last flash being thrown out now. Hoax, pressure from middle. He hears it, but stacks. Now finds a good timing coming in late. Koala not sitting about, though. Jiao finally finding some impact. It's 3v3. On the reload, Detroit J, he has his earphones on, of course he has, 2v2. And on that angle, Detroit J just keeps finding frags. Now, Ritz all alone, 19 HP. Ninjas is low, so if he's able to find a headshot onto Detroit J quick, there might be something, but this is just played well from Galorys. Trying to recover this round is Yawara getting very close to a round victory with just the Tech-9s. Maybe 2 Galils. Detroit spots 1 Ninjas. Acts on the comms. 10-1. This first half is pretty much done. The mowdowns are starting to happen. Oh, that was not what I was meaning to type, but there we go. Last round of the half, there are the AKs again. The lane control. Galorys have ran out of util very quick here. It's 1 minute left, and oh, it's all Yawara, but you can make some good comparisons from here, right? There's no lurk, there's no other presence, which on its own is not necessarily an issue, but no one is close to cave. No one is trying to sort of bait them out. There's no wallbang sprays towards the position where Detroit now gets a double kill from. And now the op of Lash trying to get his exit frags through the Molotov. That's a solid peek. Koala still here though. 17 frags as well. Him and Detroit J have been farming. Lash. Oh, the wide swing at AWP. Maybe Yawara can get a second round here. As Hoax is already low. Ninjas, though, his time to shine. Hasn't needed to do much yet. Hoax with another spray through stacks. On his own, he's at one of the rougher games. Died so soon in so many rounds. Now he's the latest to fall. And Galorys go up to 11. Just to hook in on the conversation going on in chat in terms of tiers. Is Yawara tier 5? Of course, everyone. There's no set skill, as not skill, scale. Jesus, I really can't pronounce that word. Damn it. But yeah, there's personal skills as to where you sort of put the tiers. I've seen people say tier 1 is only like the top 10 on HLTV, which in my opinion is a bit skewered. But yeah, especially if we judge it worldwide, I'd put Galorys in tier 3. I think the Galorys team could win games, could win best of 3s in our Division 2 season. I think they can put up a fight there, and they can sort of, they're at the bottom end of that. But yeah, I think especially our Division 2 season, we can definitely classify that as tier 3. We've had some Division 1 tournaments, which could have absolutely been classified as tier 2, with a lot of big team names. And yeah, for my opinion, Yawara fit into like the tier 4, 5. I don't really have any set boundaries on those tiers. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on it. It's always a fun discussion with people, as to say, especially with sort of like the Division 1 seasons of our Europe tournaments. It's always fun discussions as to where people sort of put their teas. Of course, you have the guys going, oh yeah, blah, 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 tier 10, yada yada. And yeah, that's just it's an overplayed joke, but we got a bit of a technical timeout, but the second half is starting. And if Galorys can complete this Glock round, there might be a very quick Ancient. Slash with the dualies. Aggressing forward. Hoax doesn't connect the first bullet. which allows the opportunity for Lash to escape again. That's the bomb spotted as well. So we might see some extra rotates. We will. Stacks. If Stack dies first again here to Detroit J, I'm going to feel so bad for him. He's been having a rough game. Because he has been put forward by his team. He has been put in those positions like, yes, you try and open up. And this hasn't really been the case. Stacks, good move. Out of middle. I'll maybe plant it. Let's see. 4 versus 4. There's an opportunity here. There's a defuse. Get 2 smokes for the CTs, actually. No armor, though, on 2 of the remaining. And Hap also finds 1 Hap with 1 more from outside of Temple. That leaves Stacks all alone. Who made a good move, but with no teammates. It's going to be a difficult one. Now, a CT force buy inevitable. And maybe a 13th falls into that same category. Koala and Detroit J. Getting the brunt of the kills. 1 Molotov thrown down. Detroit J. What is that? The confidence that exudes when you're 12-1 up, just standing out in the open. Hoax does not get his 180. In the 3 versus 4, there's still the weapons advantage. Ritz. It's actually quite a good kill through the smoke, because he was in the smoke himself. One smoke thrown down. The Mag 10, no head armor on most. Whoa, Koala there to save a Ninja with the 1 tap from the Glock. That is going to be game, set, and match. Galorys make a meal out of Yawara, and this time the cam does go to me in the correct timing. Yes, that was a very big blowout. Not completely unexpected. Overall, I didn't see Yawara winning a map here. Their performance on Nuke was commendable, absolutely. They really did show some good plans, which is good. And then at some point, right, especially later on in Ancient, you see that sort of discipline fall away, and there's definitely stuff to work on, absolutely. But that nuke looked decent. There's some potential that could become one of their better maps if they continue to improve. Yeah, further on, we all saw Yawara just. I didn't expect much more of them, so in my opinion, they didn't play bad. It was just that they did not have the facilities for that big man. Get some of my UK drill in there. No, but yeah, they just didn't have the facilities in store to face this Galorys team. Galorys keeping it consistent, fine, right? Detroit J, Koala, 2 great aimers, shown it on the server, but yeah. One thing I'm looking forward to is Yawara in that sort of elimination game when they play versus Hype. And if Galorys can make a shot for the title this season, because that would really be a good improvement. There are some tough teams in here in terms of Galorys opponents. But quick highlight to Zhao, who played a very, very strong game on Nuke. He deserves that credit. That was us for day number 1, the opening day. We had a blowout, 2-0. Galorys take it. And we're going to head off. Tomorrow, there's 3 maps. Tomorrow morning, there is the playoffs continuing from the 2nd division. So a lot of EPL on your screen. Stay tuned in. Hit us with the follow. And we'll see you guys a bit later. Bye-bye.